Hey, yo, what is gaming players? It's your boy Desmond Sharp, man, back out here on this Madden NFL 21 franchise mode. And we're back with another 1 o'clock game. And this time, we're going to head to Washington for this one, as the Philadelphia Eagles take on the newly team called the Washington Football Team. Now, nobody was really expecting for this to happen. For Washington, last year it was the Redskins. Now, they're the Washington Football Team now. Now, I really didn't expect for that to happen, but we're going to see how the Washington Football Team plays, because this is a division matchup to start the new campaign. So, we're going to go ahead and get right into it. Now, if you did not see the first 3 episodes, make sure to go check those out. We got the Thursday game for Kansas City, then the 2 Sunday games from the 1 o'clock schedule, the game in Buffalo, and the game in Atlanta. So if you've never seen those, make sure to go check those out. But let's get underway from Washington. The Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Football Team.
Today, from FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. Dwayne Haskins and the Washington Football Team taking on Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome, as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. They love their football in this part of the country, and this crowd is ready to go as their guys will match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Alright, so Philadelphia, we'll kick it off first.
Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, we have arrived at another new season. I had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you did as well. Here we go.
Yeah, when you went out for your 5-mile jog, you were flying. You did it in record time because you were psyched up about this game. But let's be frank about it. No more radio shows, no more podcasts, no more just predicting what's going to happen. Now we get to see it on the field.
Alright, so the Eagles will kick things off to the Washington Football Team, and we are underway.
That'll be taken about a yard deep.
And this one is going to be taken up at the 28-yard line. So the football team takes over first and 10.
The Ohio State Buckeye in his second year in the National Football League, ready to lead this Washington offense.
Ever Dwayne Haskins, a little bit of an uneven season for the former first-round pick. 7 starts as a rookie. Team went 2-5 in those games, but I did see him get better. I thought his last couple of starts were his best ones of the year. He's a guy with big potential, big arm, but remember, was just a 1-year starter in college as well. Plenty of experience yet to be gained.
Here's R.J. Watt for his first carry of the game. And he'll get it up to the 32 with a gain of 3.
He was a third-round pick, not rounds 1 or 2, but this franchise, they think he can be something with time.
There were a few teams that thought he would go in the first round, late in the first round. He ends up sliding to the third. So a lot of teams think now maybe this group got to.
Here's R.J. Watt on his second carry.
If he can develop.
And he gets it to the 37-yard line. 3rd and 1.
They have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts.
And R.J. Watt, and I think he was short of the first down marker. And he was.
He is enveloped behind the line. Strong start by this defense. 3rd and short, they go with a run. Stonewalled for no gain.
I played for a guy who always talked about setting tones and meeting force with force. That felt like it on that play, didn't it? And they met him in a big way and won. What a great job by the defense.
And how about this one?
And on their first possession, they're going to go for it on 4th and 1. They're going to give it to Watt, and he's not going to get there.
On 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. A surprising move here.
So Carson Wentz and the Eagles will take over 1st and 10.
In great field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Wentz gives it to Miles Sanders. He takes it up to the 31-yard line. 2nd and 5.
They're early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
From the 31.
Wentz. And it's intercepted already.
Picked up by Thomas Davis.
Thomas Davis. And he's loose. And he takes it all the way. It's a pick 6 for the Washington football team.
Touchdown. Short throw pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation?
It was a battle for the football, and the linebacker was able to pick it off and take it back.
In the opposite direction.
And the Washington football team gets on the board first.
And the extra point.
And the extra point is up and through. So the Washington football team leads 7-0 on the Eagles.
Getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So now the Washington football team set to kick it away after the pick 6.
Kick it away. Taken in the end zone.
And so this one is not going to be returned. This will be a touchback.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions.
Here's Miles Sanders.
And they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some...
And he gets nice yards there as he gets 11 and a first down.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Wentz now on first down.
Wentz throws. Deshaun Jackson, he's got it.
Here to Deshaun Jackson.
And he gets a first down for Philadelphia.
Before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. Certainly worth noting he's now one catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On first and 10.
And here's Miles Sanders. And he'll get about 2 on the carry. 2nd and 8.
First down.
And don't forget, Deshaun Jackson is a catch away from getting 600 catches in his career.
Throwing on 2nd and 8.
Wentz. Nowhere to throw. He's sacked.
Sacked back at the 45.
Chase Young. He gets his first sack in his NFL career.
The first sack of his NFL career.
One thing that draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Shotgun now for Wentz.
Wentz throws deep. And that's caught! Alshon Jeffrey! An incredible grab there.
Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
51 yards on the catch there. Unbelievable grab.
Defensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there.
So now the Eagles have a 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
A chance to make amends for the earlier pick 6.
Miles Sanders. And he walks in. Touchdown Philadelphia.
Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
And the extra point, it's up and good, and we are tied up at 7.
Touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
I mean, what a turn of events. That big play to Alshon Jeffrey led to the Eagles scoring a touchdown.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So all even at
Jake Elliott will kick it off.
That'll be taken.
This one is going to be returned.
And ultimately
And he'll take it up to the 23-yard line.
Dropped at the 23. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense.
R.J. Watt.
That didn't happen on the last possession.
And he gets only 2 yards there, 2nd and 8.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
A gain of 2.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here's R.J. Watt again.
And he's going to be dropped.
And he gets it to the 32.
The 30 to the 32.
He's tackled it.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down?
And here's R.J. Watt. And he gets a 1st down at the 49-yard line.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
I mean, the Eagles defense left wide open space for R.J. Watt to run. And that's the end of the first quarter. 7-7, tie game.
7-7.
So start of the second quarter here in Washington. It's a tie game. R.J. Watt. And he gets across midfield at the 49.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And they'll run.
Give it back to R.J. Watt. And he gets tripped up right there. But for only 2 yards.
You're now doing the dictating on defense and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert.
Here's R.J. Watt on 3rd and 5.
And make sure you don't get hurt.
And he is short of the marker there.
3 yards short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
So this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the ball.
And look at this.
And stopped them for almost no gain.
Look at this. The Washington football team is going to go for the field goal. This is from 61 yards away. And the kick, and he missed it. He didn't have enough leg on that one.
No good, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Wow, he almost got it. But Philadelphia will take over 1st and 10.
Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
That would have been from way down.
Here's Miles Sanders.
And he comes up a bit short.
Yeah,
And he gets it to the 48-yard line.
That this was going to be a long shot, but to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him, kicking it from a long distance. That'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. He wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
Miles Sanders.
Run with Sanders. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker.
And he's going to be close to the first down.
39. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends.
They're going to give it to Miles Sanders, and did he get it? And he's got the first down.
Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the dart ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah,
Wins. And he's going to find Alshon Jeffrey here.
Smash mouth football.
And he gets a 9 on that one. 2nd and 1.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Working from the gun, Wentz.
Oh, and that would have been intercepted for the 2nd time today.
May have been a fumble.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go around.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together, the front and back.
Here's Miles Sanders, and he's got the first down to the 25.
First here as he's taken down at the 25. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL.
Gives it to the tight end, Zach Ertz.
This pass complete, wins to Ertz. And he's out of bounds.
And he gets the first down to the 12-yard line.
13 and a first down for Philadelphia. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On first down, Wentz.
And it's intercepted.
Picked up by Thomas Davis.
Thomas Davis with his 2nd interception in the game.
10-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board.
Here's
Credit to the guys on the defensive side.
Haskins, and he throws an incomplete pass right there.
Cody Latimer, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again.
Haskins. He throws, and that's caught to R.J. Watt.
That's complete. And he'll get nothing.
And he'll get no yards on that
That's a
pass.
completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Play action. Haskins
gets sacked.
Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. Duke Riley.
Duke Riley gets the sack that time. And that brings up 4th down.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part.
And Josh Carroll, he's going to make a fair catch at the 34.
They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
4-yard line. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And he finds Zach Ertz.
And able to get this one across the 45.
And the Eagles are going to use one of their timeouts.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Wentz now on 1st down.
Wentz. And Zach Ertz had it, but he dropped it.
Tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. There on the coverage. From the gun, it's Wentz.
Wentz throws for Ertz, and he's got it.
Now the Eagles will use the second.
And the Eagles are going to use their 2nd timeout.
Stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
And an Eagle 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz.
Wentz once again. He's going to fire. And that's caught.
All the way down inside the 20. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And of course,
unbelievable.
In the final seconds of this first half. So 3 seconds here remain.
So Jake Elliott will go for the field goal to give the Eagles the lead. And he's got it. And we end the first half where the Eagles has a 3-point lead.
Halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL.
All right, up next, a fresh start for Cam Newton and the Patriots, as they'll be at home against Tua, the rookie, and the Miami Dolphins. Then we head to Minnesota. Kirk Cousins starts off a fresh season as his Vikings will take on Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers.
Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter. In our game, it's been Carson Wentz with a strong first half. His guys lead, though by only a field goal. Still anybody's game. As we send it back to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
And that pick 6 by the Washington defense, that's the only thing that's helped them so far. That was the only thing that helped them. But they got 2 takeaways so far.
A field goal separates these 2 teams as we come back for this second half. We'll see.
And we're set to kick off with the 3rd quarter. 10-7 is the score. And this one is taken to the 26-yard line.
The 26.
Their own 26-yard line.
Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things a certain way in the
throws,
half,
and that's caught.
to see what you've done
to Miles Sanders for a gain of 5.
You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Wins. And he finds Goodwin.
Sign him complete, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Down Eagle.
Throwing on first is Wentz.
Wentz throws deep. Jeffrey. And that one is incomplete.
Down incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Now Wentz again.
Wentz. And that one gets batted.
It's incomplete. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Yards to go.
Again, it's Wentz.
Wentz in trouble. Fires. And it's incomplete.
Able to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's
Deshaun Jackson was the intended receiver that time. Now it's 4th down.
Improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And this one.
and
RJ Watt. He could have just let it bounce, and now the football team is stuck at the 3-yard line.
To start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10.
RJ Watt. And he gets stuck for only a yard.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They give it back to him. And he gets it up to the 15, results in a 1st down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up.
Haskins gives it to RJ Watt. And he chucks a defender down, and he still gets the 1st down.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st and 10.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Haskins
nowhere to throw, and he's sacked. Fletcher Cox, he gets the sack that time.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack.
Haskins gives it to RJ Watt on the screen.
Down he goes.
And RJ Watt, he gets it up to the 40-yard line for a Washington 1st. And he's got to celebrate.
Their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now they try
RJ Watt carrying, and he loses yardage.
Back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks.
Here's Watt again. And he gets the 1st down to the 28.
Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called.
They give it to RJ Watt here.
Faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself.
And he gets tackled right at the line of scrimmage.
That option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football...
And that's going to end the 3rd quarter here in Washington. 10-7 is the score.
Very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Now they'll look to Haskins.
Haskins gives it to RJ Watt on the screen. And he gets it to the 14-yard line.
Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st and 10.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They give it back to RJ Watt, and he gets stuck.
Able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
RJ Watt, another carry. And he gets stuffed again.
This time he maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
No gain on the play.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Haskins, he gets sacked.
Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
A loss of 5. It's 4th down.
So now that brings up 4th down.
The goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here.
38 yards, 38 yards, and it's good.
Is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied.
Ties the game at 10.
I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you?
And
guess what?
oh my goodness, and that's going to be a flag.
I really don't.
That's going to be a flag.
Are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that.
And the Eagles are going to have great field position at the 40-yard line.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come
Here's
up
Miles Sanders.
and they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles around the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel.
Here's Miles Sanders again.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
He was brought
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz.
Wentz, nowhere to throw. He fumbles.
Washington that scoops it.
And Washington scoops it up.
Great field position at the 41-yard line.
Chase Young with another sack on Wentz. This time he gets his first NFL strip fumble.
And leave no time for them to come back and catch him. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Here's R.J. Watt.
And he's going to be down at the 35.
And he's going to be down at the 35.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters,
R.J. Watt
you
again.
come running up there,
And he gets down, which brings us to the 2-minute warning in a tie ball game.
Quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. They'll give it
Here's
here.
R.J. Watt.
And inside the
And he gets it up to the 16-yard line. First down, Washington.
First down, Washington. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now
They're going to give it to R.J. Watt.
And now they're inside the 10.
And he gives it to the 9-yard
We'll
line.
get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9.
2nd and 4.
So 2nd and 4 for the Washington football team.
Here we go with Haskins.
And Haskins fumbles the ball. And the Eagles pick it up.
Big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
No way.
Saw an example of a game situation that I know is discussed.
Unbelievable.
Disagree, go right out the window and a chance to win the game as well.
51 seconds left. Wentz is looking for a game winner.
Starting in OTAs and mini camps, you go to
Wentz.
a situation.
And he finds Goodwin.
Teams like to end practice, finish it off with this type of a drive, kick the game-winning field goal. Everyone feels good and heads to
And the Eagles, they're going to spike the ball.
I can feel so great about it.
And they need to get it to the 42-yard
Catching the ball.
the 42-yard line at least.
Stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Now Wentz.
Wentz, deep shot, Jeffrey. And he dropped it.
Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
This place is going crazy. They're waiting for a stop. Wentz. Deep shot. Jeffrey. And he dropped it again.
They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Now they're just trying to do anything possible to try and get the ball downfield and get into.
So the Eagles are going to punt it back to Washington.
Need to take a pretty big shot there. Unfortunately, couldn't complete it.
And this one's going to hit in the back of the end zone for a touchback.
That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win.
Here's Haskins. He's going to throw it deep. And he missed R.J. Watt there.
Downfield, incomplete.
Off the deep ball.
2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
And the Eagles, they're going to call a timeout. They need to somehow fix something.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10.
What is going to happen with 9 seconds remaining?
Now it's Haskins.
Haskins throws, and it's intercepted! And it's a pick 6!
And he'll score.
Are you kidding me?
I get and appreciate that they wanted to go for the win, not play for overtime, but that's the cost.
Unbelievable!
I'm sure their fans feel the same way as you when they just watch that ball.
Are you kidding me?
And now they're down 6. Looks like it's going to be a loss for them. An absolute catastrophe when they tried to be aggressive.
Extra point is through, and the Eagles take a 7-point lead.
So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And it's gonna start at the 25, but it looks like the Eagles are gonna get a victory.
Set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They have time here, partner, for just one final heat.
And I have to look at
And he throws it deep again, and it's incomplete, and the Eagles have won the game in spectacular fashion.
guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. Now I'm listening to you. So for the Eagles, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they'll return home next week to take on the L.A. Rams. Meanwhile, for Washington, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals.
Wow. So a pick 6 to win the game for Philadelphia. That I thought for a second, I thought the Redskins were, I thought the football team was gonna play for overtime. That's what I thought. I thought it was gonna play for overtime. But Dwayne Haskins decided to throw a pick 6. he decided to throw a pick six. A pick six in the final moments. That is crazy. But as you see, the Philadelphia Eagles walk out of Washington with the victory, and they start 1-0 on the season. And they will take on the Rams in week 2 of the season. Meanwhile, for the Washington football team, they end up falling here in a tough place to play at home, and they'll have a chance to bounce back as they take on the Arizona Cardinals in Glendale, Arizona. Oh my gosh, that was epic. The Philadelphia Eagles getting a pick six to win the game. That is insane right there. I've never seen that before. But we're about to get set for our 4th game here on this 1 o'clock schedule. We've got the New England Patriots and the Miami Dolphins. Another AFC East battle. Which one of those two teams will go to 1-0 just like the Jets did earlier? We'll find out in the next episode.